Yo, it's your boy AJ. I'm here with Rage. Oh my God. The Celtics recovered after almost losing to the Pacers in game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You're now tuned in to Hoops World.
Hoops World.
James. Right here, the king is like, hey, guess what? I'm still the king.
I hit the streets just to get a bag. I pack, he got toe tagged. I punched the nigga for shorty. I'm John Woo with the 40. You not gang nor the homie. Don't blow me, no, you don't know me. Gang shit, members only. You wasn't there, I was lonely. You wasn't there, I was lonely. Dog nights, blicky on me. I was just stacking my commas up. Head down, trying to run it up. These niggas be steady, be clocking.
Woo! We got a banger, man.
Banger. We may
got
have just seen the best playoff game this year.
Yeah, this was a great game. This was crazy, man. This game made me like, if you were watching this game live, it just made your head hurt because so many things were happening. But we started off in the first quarter. The Celtics jump out to a 12-0 lead. Pacers responded after going scoreless for nearly 4 minutes in that first quarter, but they responded and were within 3 at the end of the first quarter. Obi Toppin had 11 in that first quarter. It was just great showing from the Pacers. At first, I'm like, damn, is this going to be another blowout? But this is the thing with the Pacers. Their offense is so fast and they go on runs so fast. It's like in a blink of an eye, they just come back in the game. So like I said, they were within 3 at the end of that first quarter. Second quarter, it was the Miles Turner show. He was going crazy, put back dunks, hitting threes in that second quarter. Halftime, the Celtics, it was tied up 64-64 at halftime. Jaylen Brown had 14, Tatum had 11, Miles Turner had 18 points and 4 rebounds. Pacers shot incredible at half. By the half, they were shooting 53% from 3 and 58% from the field. It was insane with this Pacers offense, man. It's just so efficient. Now, after halftime, that third quarter, bro, Jaylen Brown's defense in that third quarter was insane. He's just talk about Jaylen Brown's defense, bro, because I don't think people understand. Like, did he? I know the defensive teams came out. I don't know if he was on one of those on the first or second team. I'm pretty sure. I gotta look back, but his defense is so impactful for the Celtics, man. But that third quarter, he was getting steals. He was incredible. So yeah, but talk about real quick about Jaylen Brown, bro, in that third.
Yeah, so Jaylen Brown basically being able to do what he did in the third and what he's been able to do this season has been huge for them. Not only because now, like, they're without Porzingis, they're without some people that, they're still kind of, they're still very, the very small depth wise. But like the thing is that Jaylen Brown has stepped it up. Derek White stepped it up. Drew Holiday stepped it up. But Jaylen Brown being able to guard, Tyrese Haliburton and then being able to be able to bug him is very, very big because he was, solid about the game too.
Yeah.
So it was like, the thing is that he can really play in the post too. He's always in the lanes and he's getting steals. He's always right up on you. Like, Jaylen Brown's been different this year, and it really translated. And it's weird because with the Pacers offense, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. If it's hitting, it's insane. 70% from the field type shit.
Yeah.
But if they're doing bad, they can't score.
Yeah.
And their defense is,
That's a great point because Jaylen Brown, like I said, his anticipation on defense is just so good. And the Celtics came alive off of his defense. Like he was turning those turnovers, and we're going to talk about the turnovers later, but he was turning those turnovers into points for them. Then Jayson Tatum came alive in the third quarter. Celtics go up by 13 in the third quarter. They were on a huge run. But then, just like I said, every single time you think the Celtics got it, the Pacers just come back. I remember I texted you. I was like, yo, they were literally up by 13. And by the end of the third quarter, shout out to Haliburton. He had a crazy buzzer beater at the third.
And TJ McConnell.
And TJ McConnell. Yeah, TJ McConnell comes off the bench. I think that's when the run started for the Pacers. When he came off the bench and he was running with that second unit, the lead just cut right in the third quarter. Cut to like, I think they were up 1. So it was 94-93. Celtics were up 1. But TJ McConnell came off the bench, gave him energy. And the lead was cut in a heartbeat with this Pacers offense. Quick. They play fast. That's their thing. Play fast and score. We're going to outscore you. So we get to the fourth quarter. This is where things get crazy. it starts to go a little bit of back and forth. Celtics make a run, Pacers make a run, but we're gonna get down to this last minute. So they were up 4, and mind you, the Pacers are going into this game. We thought they had it in the bag. They're 10-point underdogs. I'm tweeting out like, "Oh my god, the Pacers are gonna do the unthinkable. Is it over?" So the Jayson Tatum in this last minute, Jayson Tatum missed I think they were up. All right, the Pacers are up 3 in that 1 minute. Jayson Tatum missed 2 shots to tie the game. And we were like, okay, is it over? Pacers inbounded, and then I think they try to inbound it to Pascal Siakam. Jaylen Brown makes a huge, again, this is where we go back to Jaylen Brown's defense. Jaylen Brown makes a huge deflection. I don't know if it was the Pacers wasted their challenge, so they weren't able to challenge it, but he makes a huge deflection
And
on Pascal Siakam.
it was very close. And then not only that, to follow up, Jaylen Brown, he comes off a screen. He's open in the beginning. He gets pretty open. Pascal Siakam, with how tall and lanky he is, he closes out instantly.
Yeah.
And it becomes a tough ass shot for Jaylen Brown, but he's still behind the line.
Yeah.
He chucks that bitch up. It's tie game.
That shot, bro, it's like, when you think about it, well, first of all, shout out to Mazzulla. I want to give Mazzulla credit for this after timeout play. Well, I don't know if it was after timeout, but this inbound play was very, very good. Jaylen Brown, it started off like as a cross screen, and he came across the lane to the corner. I don't think Pascal saw it because I think his back was turned. But what do you like? We're gonna hyper analyze this play because it was so crucial. People always you saw LeBron tweet out like, "This is why you always foul when you're up. When you're up 3, always foul, always foul, always foul." But did Pascal have a chance to foul? That's the thing. I don't know if he had a chance because Jaylen Brown was already behind that 3-point line. He was look. He was already behind. He was already behind the 3-point line. So it's like if you foul him in the motion, you're giving him 3 free throws. So it's like it was a very tough kind of thing to analyze because he's go ahead, bro.
You can I don't even think
Right here,
but you gotta think you can't even be mad at Pascal Siakam or you can't even be mad at him for what he did. That was a tough shot that should not have went in. That shot should not have went in. You can't even talk like maybe you should have fouled, but the thing is that he didn't really have a chance. And Jaylen Brown was wide open. Pascal Siakam did all he could. That was a tough shot. He just made it. He just made a shot.
Yeah, because I think he got you watched this, he got so close, he didn't realize like if he kind of contested, he might have like Jaylen Brown might have rose up and then he would have fouled him, so that's why he put his hands down quick. He put his hands down quick. Yeah.
It's like a perfect comparison to when Anthony Davis said Jamal Murray just made a shot.
Exactly.
It's a perfect comparison. Jaylen Brown just made a shot.
Exactly. So we're like, oh my God, because if he doesn't hit this 3, it's over. So he sends it to overtime with this huge shot. We get to OT. There we go. Jayson Tatum wakes up. I think he scored 9 or 10 points in that overtime. Hits a huge 3. Hits, I think, free throws down the stretch, and it's game over. Shout out to Jrue Holiday too with that big defensive plays all fourth quarter and all overtime. Jrue Holiday was hounding Haliburton.
And his insane offensive production. I mean, I think he was the second leading scorer on that squad.
Yes. Drew was very he's a baller.
Like 26. He had like 26, 28. Like he's been doing this shit, man.
Yeah.
Jrue Holiday's very solid. Yeah, he was second. Jaylen Brown had 26 with the third leading scorer.
Yeah. So in hindsight, bro, let's talk about the Pacers real quick. In hindsight, like, if you're a Pacers fan watching this, what are you telling yourself, and what are your adjustments going into next game after this heart-wrenching loss, bro? Like, what are you telling yourself?
It's so bad because it's like you weren't supposed to go in and win this game. No one expected the Pacers to go and do it, but they had it in their hands. Although you can be like, well, we were supposed to lose this one anyways. You can't even look at that anymore because it was in your hands.
Yeah.
A faulty inbounds and an insane shot lost them this game.
Yeah. It's just the turnovers down the stretch.
The turnovers and their offense. Like I said, it's hit and miss. Their offense in overtime was missed. Complete miss.
Yeah.
And the Celtics were able to take advantage. The Celtics, it was ridiculous. Like, it's like they didn't deserve to win this game, but they did because the Pacers kept making stupid decisions. They kept turning the
Exactly.
ball over, and bad things kept happening, and that's what happens. It hurts if you're a Pacers fan, but the thing is that you can go into the next game with some confidence. Yeah, like we can run with these guys. We can play this,
Yeah, you
and
could beat these
we're
guys.
still away. We can still
Yeah,
do this. You know, it was
yeah,
right in our hands. There's no
yeah.
point in backing down.
Yeah, it sucks that you lost, but it does give you confidence. Like, yo, we had them on the ropes. We could have won. You just got to cut down on the turnovers. You can't have 22 turnovers. You know, I'm looking at the stats. They still shot 50% from the field. They still shot great. They outshot. They had 37% from three. They shot better than the Celtics. Free throw wise, they shot better than the Celtics. Rebound wise, they out rebounded the Celtics. Everything they had it all lined up to beat the Celtics, and they just made those crucial turnovers down the stretch. Jaylen Brown hits that three. Go to overtime. Jayson Tatum is like, give me that. I'm back. So now going forward, the Celtics, bro. If you're a Celtics fan, how are you feeling? Like, what are your you heard Jaylen Brown after the game, like, we gotta be better. We gotta be better. Wasn't it. This wasn't it. But if you're a Celtics fan, I think your adjustments are kind of like you still won the game, but you gotta figure out a way how to slow the Pacers offense down. Talk about like what the Celtics gotta do, bro. Next game.
So it's kind of interesting because it's like the Celtics. The Pacers, like I said, it's really hit and miss with them.
Yeah.
And the Celtics overall, like if you look at their starting lineup, almost all of them produced.
Yeah.
It's just that they have no depth. And the Pacers were playing so good offensively when, they were playing good that it outshadowed, what the Celtics were doing. Even
Yeah.
though they were playing, solidly.
Yeah.
It's not like their offense was horrible this game. I mean, they won the game. They had 132 to end this.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're the Celtics, you just have to, you have to find a way to find a way to stop them. I think you still have to keep Jaylen Brown on Tyrese Haliburton. I don't think
Yeah.
there's really, I mean, or you just,
Or you could put
I think
Drew. It just depends what you're gonna do on yeah. Either put Brown or you got two great perimeter defenders, Brown or Holiday. One of those guys could lock up
and if
Hallie.
Jaylen Brown's getting tired, yeah, you have good options,
Yeah,
to mess around with. You got to think. Besides Siakam and Halliburton, there's nobody really that they you don't need to have your best defender on Aaron Nesmith. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You can put Jaylen Brown on Aaron Nesmith for a few plays, or put him on Nemhart, and then just have Drew Holiday go up, or Derek White.
yeah, yeah. I would say key adjustments for Celtics. You got to slow them down, make them slow their transition points down, and make them play tough shots, like and make them play half court basketball. Because I don't think, even though they can, I'm not saying the Pacers can score at half court, but you don't want them to be fast paced, get buckets really quickly, because that's how they spur those runs. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. We'll be back. This was an insane game one. We're going to be back for that Western Conference Finals. Hopefully, the Western Conference Finals is just like this. It's going to be amazing. Appreciate you guys so much. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Hoops World 0. We'll be back.